What is up? What is up, NV gang? Can we hear me? And we're going to get into it. Lamelo wins his first NBA game. His first NBA game in the league, Lamelo wins. And Lamelo is a shooter. There's nothing left to say. Lamelo is a big time shooter. The Hornets win their first game against the Magics. Now I was waiting for them to win their first game. Now the Magic did not play a very good defense this game, but Lamelo really showed out. Lamelo is also very lanky. Like really watching Lamelo, you see how lanky he is. Lamelo kind of reminds me of like a baby giraffe. He's so lanky, his body movements, everything seems a little bit awkward, but I know he'll grow into his adult body, get more comfortable over time, and really be that guy that I know he can be. But it was a great game overall. Like, I was just waiting for the Hornets, honestly, to win a game. And they won the game 123 to 115 against the Orlando Magic. Now, he played 26 minutes. He had 2 rebounds, 5 assists, 18 points. And I think his stat sheet right now will be more indicative of what you're going to expect. I expect Lamelo to his first year average around 20 points, honestly. That's what I think Lamelo's ceiling and everything else is going to be. I think Lamelo is going to average around 20 points his first season. In preseason, he's already gotten 18 points. I think just like Lonzo, Lamelo is going to be like a walking triple-double threat. Every game, he's going to be liable to give you a bucket. So it was a great overall game from Lamelo. Another thing, too, I think Terry Rozier and Lamelo can work together. Now, I wasn't too sure of this before, but I think Terry Rozier and Lamelo can work together because Terry Rozier is playing great off the ball. He was literally, when Lamelo was on the court, Terry Rozier was playing off the ball. So he wasn't hogging the ball. Like, he wasn't hating. Like, it seemed like they have, like, a good chemistry between them two. So, Terry Rozier, thank you for playing off the ball and letting Lamelo be the main, have a high usage rate when he's on the court. And, guys, let me tell you about Lamelo's court vision. This is literally, it's almost like watching like a Lonzo ball game. Lamelo's core vision is just as elite as Lonzo. The dimes, the knowing where certain players are going to be on the court at all times, to me is almost like a superpower of his. Like Lamelo literally has an amazing court vision. He already has a high basketball IQ. And one thing I like about Lamelo is he holds his dribble a lot. So unlike Lonzo, as soon as he comes half court, he passes the ball almost immediately. Like the ball doesn't stay in Lonzo's hands. But with Lamelo, he's still at the top of the key. He's still dribbling. He gets into the teeth of the defense, and then he makes either a play, he goes to score. Like, I just like the fact that Lamelo keeps his dribble alive a lot longer. Another thing too, he's not a ball hog too. Like Lamelo is going to play within the role of the schematics of the offense, and he's going to give you a bucket here and there. So great game from Lamelo. Now, one thing I will say is that Lamelo needs to work on his defense, but I'm seeing the effort though. So Lamelo, you still need to work on your defense, but the effort is there. He was poking the ball a little bit. He was getting like some deflections because he's a tall guard. So that's what I expect. Now Lamelo was taking it to the rim, but I want him to take it to the rim even more. Like I want Lamelo to drive. Lamelo just drive to the rim. Like that's your bread and butter. He made like a lot of threes, which is why I say Lamelo's a shooter. But Lamelo, you got to drive it hard each and every time. Each and every time, Lamelo, I want you to take it to the rim. Now, between Lamelo and Lonzo, I still think that Lonzo will be the better ball brother as time goes on, but I still have hope for Lamelo. I still think Lamelo is gonna do the thing and do it well at that. What else here? Let's see. Will the Hornets make the playoffs? It's hard. The The talent is there, and it's in the Eastern Conference, so I don't see why they can't make the playoffs. But with that being said, who really knows? Lamelo is a shooter. They have enough talent, so we'll see. They've made all these playoff tournaments and ways for you to make it back into the playoffs if you're like a fringe team. So I don't see why not. But again, just to recap, LaMelo's already a shooter. LaMelo's frame is kind of lanky. Like, again, I said this earlier, but he kind of reminds me of a baby giraffe. But I know as time goes on, he'll grow into his adult body. And I have to give it to Terry Rozier. He was playing great off the ball. Great off the ball. LaMelo has that court vision. I love to see it. LaMelo held on to his dribble way longer than Lonzo. He needs to work on his defense, but the effort is there, and that's what I like to see from a young rookie. I still want LaMelo to take it to the rim more, but he was taking it to the rim, at least way more than Lonzo. And will the Hornets make the playoffs? It's only preseason. I think there's only one more preseason game before the regular season starts, so hopefully they get enough reps and they figure out what they're going to do. But again, it's your boy For All to Envy. If you like what I had to say, disagree with me, let me know in the comments below. Please hit that like as well. And subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed. I'm a small YouTube channel, so please hit that subscribe. Envy Gang, I'm out.